boy Freelancer here this evening, and what we're going to talk about this evening is a hip-hop roundup of November 2020 from your boy Freelancer. So, major shout out to Busta Rhymes for putting out the song Follow the Way. That's a great song, man. Like, I think it samples or has the same sample as the 50 Cent song Guns for Sale. Like, brilliant song, like has the same sound, like, but obviously slowed down. It's a lot more thoughtful lyrically, you know, it's very political. Busta Rhymes kind of like a singy-songy type, or singy-rappy type flow on it, you know, in the chorus in particular, and that works really well. I think Busta Rhymes getting to a point in his life, in his career, where he actually sounds better going a bit more laid back, but still kind of aggressive, instead of doing this over-the-top antics type thing that he's known for. And it works really well in my opinion, especially on this song. The other rappers were great in it, Radiga, Flip Mode Squad, everyone did a good job, if not a great job, and that was a brilliant beat as well. So like, that's probably the best song this month objectively. Not my favorite song, and I feel like the difference is because this song obviously has more of a political angle to it. There's a lot more thought put into the lyrics, and the beat is, you know, more typical hip hop. So I definitely recommend this one to pretty much everyone. This song is definitely the best song of ELE2, and it's also probably one of the better hip hop songs of the year, especially if including songs with a conscious or political edge to them. Right now, the next artist I want to talk about is Abra Cadabra. He's putting out, I'm not sure if his first mixtape, or at least his first mixtape, which caught my interest, which is Product and the Environment, which is coming out this Friday. And the reason why it caught my interest is because I first heard of this guy through On Deck, right? I heard On Deck, I love On Deck, one of the best singles this year, you know what I mean? Great drill song, maybe a bit redundant lyrically, but it's a great song, right? And now I heard this song, Spin This Coupe. I actually like him more than On Deck. Right, I think On Deck was kind of like a drill song with its own sound, own like aesthetic to it. It's aggressive but kind of fun. This song is just aggressive, right? It's a lot more serious. The atmosphere the video kind of matches the atmosphere of the beat. It's a lot more eerie. It's a lot more. It almost reminds me more of like a good Pop Smoke beat, like an 808 mellow beat, like Hawkham. Kind of reminds me of that, you know, the beat. Which is a great thing because I love that beat and I love the song as well. Spin This Coupe, I love it. You know, there could have been a murderer, could have been a terrorist, don't care, we're gonna clap these lines. Like, that whole shit is like, you know what I mean? Like, that's hard, man. That's hard, and I love it. The beat is great, it's got a lot of energy to it. They also put out a song called Show Me, which is pretty good. You know, it's cool. I liked it, but it's definitely not as good as Spin This Coupe or On Deck, right? But I'm definitely looking forward to Product and My Environment, and the fact it's got those two songs on it means it's like a top 5 album this year, in my opinion. So that was a great song, Spin This Coupe. Show Me was decent as well. Uzi and Future put out 2 albums this month. They put out the collaborative tape, and then they put out like a deluxe tape attached to the collaborative tape. Yeah, they're both kind of mid to me. Rockstar Chains, the Future song, was okay. You know, there was a couple of okay songs in it like that song just mentioned there. There was also, I think it was Real Baby Pluto and $1 Million Play. Those songs were okay. Tic Tac was pretty good. You know, but again, none of these songs are like amazing or songs I'm going to really go back to. They're just songs that if they can't turn up in a club, I won't complain too much. And to be honest, the albums, they didn't. If you're not an Uzi or Future fan, they won't change your mind. And if you are, you might like them, check them out. But me personally, they're both kind of mid to me personally. And yeah, I think even like I know I don't personally judge albums based off sales, but the fact it didn't sell that well is kind of telling that it wasn't that great of a project, or even that good of a project, because like, you know, Eternal Take wasn't a classic in my opinion, but it was a decent album. It had Silly Watch, it had, you know, You Better Move, it had I like there was a more Bigger Than Life. I liked what's on Homecoming, right? So there's 4 songs that I'm like, yeah, these are songs that I like and I occasionally go back to, and I think they're pretty good songs, right? Like those songs that I give credit for on this album, they're okay. They're like the decent songs, but they're not songs I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna listen to them, you know, and you know what I mean, like, and even Future, you know, he had Surf the Bass and what's the other one I really like from him, Mask Off, right? You know, Rockstar Chains was okay, you know. So if you're a fan of Uzi Future, or if you're a fan of like auto-tune rap, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Me personally, I'm you know, not big into that sort of thing, but I thought it was, you know, whatever, you know, it was alright. And now those Rolling Deep, was it 50 Rolling Deep or Rolling 50? No, Rolling 50 Deep, right? By DJ Kayslay, which got a bunch of rappers from mostly older rappers on like a boom bap-ish type beat, which was a pretty good, it was a cool beat. I think it did get a little bit repetitive after like 7 minutes, or the fact that it's like 15 minutes long is like, it's telling that it's a decent beat, at least to me. But yeah, I mean, like, it was a cool concept, cool idea. The problem is a lot of the rappers were kind of samey, in my opinion. A lot of the rappers are lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual kind of rappers, and it's like, you know what I mean? And some of those rappers have great, rhyme schemes and stuff like that, but they also have great vocal performance, even great energy. Even if they're past the best, like in AZ, for example, I like this verse. His verse was dope. I like Ghostface's verse. His verse was dope. Raekwon, his verse wasn't amazing, but it was cool and it worked, right? Same thing with like Sheik Luch and a couple others, right? My favorite verse though was Styles P. The masked bar was pretty good, pretty clever. AZ as well, like I mentioned, his George Floyd lyrics were kind of cool. But again though, it's like a lot of the rappers are just like lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual type rappers, like, or they try to be that, like Dave East. I don't know what he was doing in this song, or you know what I mean. And then you have E40, who just says a couple interesting bars, but the way he delivers them are so like annoying and awkward. It's just clunky to me, so I just wasn't feeling good at all. I know my good friend tochiRTA really liked it, but hey, me personally, hey, I mean or at least like the lyrics on it, but I don't. If it flows that bad, I'm not even gonna pay attention to the lyrics personally. Yeah, and there was a Gucci Mane Jeezy battle for verses, and yeah, I don't care for either of those guys, so I kind of gave it a bit of a skip. If you're into that sort of thing, check it out. I heard Gucci Mane pretty much was added at Jeezy because Jeezy put a hit on him about 15 years ago. Because he didn't pay royalties to him, so the whole thing was just, was Gucci Mane, kind of, being like, I don't give a shit about this versus, I'm just here to be like, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of impression I got from watching reactions to it and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, oh yeah, and there was a 21 Savage reaction to it, which was kind of funny, that was kind of funny. 50 Cent as well, I think, did a thing to it as well, which was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's hip hop this month in a nutshell to me. This is what things stood out to me. Like this video if you like this video, dislike it if you don't. Yeah, leave a comment below, and tell me what you want me to review or talk about next. See you in a bit. Peace.